Hey there everyone, welcome back again to yet another episode of Ladder Up, where today we are 1637, feeling good. I don't think we've lost a game with this team yet, which is pretty sweet. Oh, my back hurts so bad. But that's going to change now, because we got Latsu7 from Finland, with a rating of 17 and a bunch. And with the good teams and the strategies, I don't want to deal with that. I just want to blow things up with Pelipper and Golduck. So we got Neolego, Gastrodon, bane of my existence, Salamence, Metagross, Tapu, Koko, Buzzwole. So, you know Gastrodon's coming. It's gonna happen. Tapu Koko here is probably okay. We're gonna be a Volt switching son of a goober. I think that's probably good. I'm thinking I want to bring Muck just right away. Bring Muck. Is that something I want to do? I probably want Pelipper too. Do I want to bring Pelipper, Tapu, Koko? I think so. I think that's pretty good against everything. I'm not going to have the option to hit things super hard, but I think I'll bring Beware. I'm not bringing Golduck. It's not that great. And the question is, do I want Metagross or Muck? Actually, Metagross is probably better. I'm just worried about the other Metagross. That's my only concern. So I'm going to have to knock out... If my opponent goes Salamence Metagross, I got to knock that thing out ASAP Rocky. ASAP Rocky. In which case, turn one, we will have to Tailwind Thunder the Metagross. That's the play. Because then if my opponent protects... wants to protect and Bulldoze, we'll still outspeed and have the damage. Tapu Koko Salamence. Not exactly what I was hoping for. Not exactly what I was hoping for. But I'm going to make the same play, I think. I think I'm going to make the same play. My opponent's Koko's Electric Terrain went off first, which means I think it's faster. That's not bad. Okay, so here's the play. We Dazzling Gleam, and we Tailwind. My opponent protects Salamence, or protects Koko, and goes for Bulldoze. We still have the speed advantage, even though Koko will take a nice chunk of damage and be at -1 speed. We'll still have the advantage. If my opponent doubles into Pelipper, I get free. I can bring in Metagross for free and pick up those knockouts, and still have Rain. So I think this is the important play. We might lose Pelipper this turn, but if Pelipper gets up Tailwind and sets the Rain, that's perfectly fine. So this is going to be a switch into Metagross. This is a switch into Metagross, and that's okay. If this is Metagross, this is fine. That's Gastrodon. Oh, that's fine. That's super fine. And actually, the Gastrodon might have Bulldoze. I have seen that. Okay, no, the Salamence has Bulldoze, so a little bit of damage to... Has so much damage to Koko. Oh my god. So much damage. So I think here, I might actually let Koko go down. Here's the thing, though. Do I think a Volt Switch will knock out Salamence? I don't know. I think I'm going to go for it. And I'll Hurricane the Gastrodon. Maybe I want to Hurricane into the Salamence slot. Because what can Gastrodon really do to Pelipper? Nothing. If I pick up the knockout, fine. If I don't, Salamence is gone. I think I'll actually do that. I'll double into Salamence because it looks like it's Assault Vest. Probably doesn't have Metagross. Okay. Okay. That's fine. So if this knocks out the Salamence, which it doesn't, so I'm glad that I went for this. And we still have Koko in the back. And then we're going to have our own Metagross. So now the question is, how much does our Earthquake do? And can we do the dirtiest of work? Because Gastrodon probably comes in here. And if I were my opponent, I would run Gastrodon with Bulldoze. I totally would. It's not a bad idea on a team like this. I guess, I mean, Salamence is the more reasonable choice, and you probably want, like, Toxic on Gastrodon just to help with things that like to set up, like Snorlax and whatnot. Because otherwise, your team, besides Buzzwole, you know, if your Buzzwole gets knocked out by, like, a Tapu Koko, you don't really have a good answer to Snorlax. So I can see that. Yeah, I'm going to Earthquake here. And the question is, Gastrodon probably has a Berry. I don't think I'll activate it with that, but I'm going to double into the Gastrodon. Because honestly, if one of my Pokemon gets knocked out, I can bring in Tapu Koko. It's got the, yeah, it's got the Berry. It's got the Berry. Which is super annoying. But we'll get this Earthquake off. We are going to activate Weakness Policy on Metagross, but that's not the end of the world. If we can put it in range for, like, a Dazzling Gleam. Or a Thunder. Weakness Policy. And then Zen Headbutt into... Okay. Focus Sash. What does Gastrodon go for? Scald into Metagross? That sucks. We don't get burned, though, and that's very important. How many turns of Tailwind do we have left? Just one. Okay, so... Does the Metagross have... Metagross has... So the thing is, my opponent could sack a Pokemon and have Tapu Koko in the back to outspeed, but... If that's the case, I should still get to set up Tailwind next turn. So my opponent double protects, we're in the same position. If not, then, you know, whatever. I could go into Beware, I guess, but I still think this will do the damage. A Bullet Punch would be bad. Okay, so that's not great. But we do get to knock out the Gastrodon, and we'll get more damage onto the Metagross. So that's very important. This is max attack, so I mean, it's gonna... And now, actually, our Bullet Punch might do the trick. Might do the trick. Alright, so that was actually a really good play on my opponent's part. Now the question is... Does the opposing Metagross have Protect? Because if it doesn't... We saw Zen Headbutt. You know it's going to have Meteor Mash. It's going to have Bullet Punch. Does it have Protect? Does it have Earthquake? I don't know. I can't exactly bring in Beware. Just willy-nilly. If the opposing Koko... I should be able to survive anything besides a modest Gigavolt Havoc from the Koko onto my Metagross. So I think here... I think I just bring in my own Koko. Yeah, I think I just bring in my own Koko. And then we protect Earthquake. And then we... If my opponent double protects, we Earthquake again. And that's the play. I think we protect Earthquake. Although there's a good amount of damage on my Metagross, so I don't know. We are going to protect Earthquake, because we just saw a Bullet Punch. My opponent might want to protect their Metagross and try and knock out my Metagross with their Koko. Okay, so we should be able to survive this. Should. And it's very important that we do. Otherwise, we're in a bit of trouble. Otherwise, that Bullet Punch is gonna lock this game down. So we have to survive this. And I think we can. Even at the health we are now. No. That's bad. That's real bad. Okay, so now we're in trouble. I think now we have to get double protect. Yeah, that was bad. I thought we could survive that. We don't get it. It's not great. Yeah, because we can't take... I mean, we can take a single target Dazzling Gleam, but now we have no way to fight back. I think we should be able to take this. Yeah. I did the calcs for that. But now, there's just no way. We can't fight both. If we had gotten double Protect there, we would have been able to, because then we could just Wide Guard Dazzling Gleam, and we would have had a chance. It would come down to a 50-50 still, but yeah. Not surviving that Gigavolt Havoc was bad. I guess in that instance, you know, maybe you want to sack Beware, but that had to have been a damage roll. Because, I mean, we survived that handily otherwise. Because normally the only way that knocks us out from full health is if it's modest and there's a critical hit. And we were at like 65-70%. So it was either modest and a good damage roll, or we just got very unlucky. I don't know. But yeah, that's the end of the game. My opponent goes for Dazzling Gleam. I mean, there's no point in Wide Guarding because we can't attack back. So that's that, yeah. But, I mean, I don't mind losing that. That was pretty good. Latsu 7, obviously very good player, very good team. But yeah, it is what it is. You know, happens. What should we have done differently better there? I guess, obviously, Gastrodon gave us trouble because if we had just been able to brine the Metagross, it wouldn't have lived long enough to attack. So that gave us a little bit of trouble, and it still was close when it came down to it. I definitely think we brought the right Pokemon for sure. We could have brought Muck, and that would have been a little more helpful against the Metagross. But at the same time, Muck just gets OHKO'd by that Gigavolt Havoc, so that doesn't help us. The Assault Vest on Metagross means that we survive it. If my opponent had brought Neolego or Buzzwole, we need Metagross. Yeah, there's not really much else to do. Golduck obviously has no business in that match, but yeah, what are you gonna do? So, anyways, that's it today, guys, for Ladder Up. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to hit that like button down below, and if you're not already, subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. And I hope to see you back for another episode of Ladder Up, where we're gonna play a couple more, and then you know, maybe you'll see a new shirt in a couple days. Until then, hope you're having a good time. I'm probably having a good time on vacation, and I sure hope so, because it's important. You can't kill yourself with work. You gotta unwind every once in a while. But until then, see you.